Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I panicked and forgot that you can mute the game, and then I could have just left it like this instead of starting a whole new video as far as YouTube is concerned. I apologize for that. Try to remember next time how to mute it. But I believe I have all the Kelby horns required. No, I only have one. So I used to think that the color of the rocks meant something. It doesn't. Let me just check and see one sec what the mute button is. Oh crud, I'm dying. Yeah? Audio. Mic. Hotkeys, banner hotkeys. Mic audio. Control M is mute. Okay, we'll have to go again for just a sec. So I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. And again, I'm going to see if I can hear myself through the laptop.
Okay, I'm back.
Yep, I can. So, gathering Kilby horns. Gotta focus. I really apologize for both things that have happened, both me stopping the stream and having to leave. But at least somebody's watching, so I thank you, whoever you are. Thank you greatly for actually staying and not doing the logical thing, which would be to leave and watch a better video, because YouTube has a lot of fun. White liver. What is that? Okay. Well, we still don't have any Kelpie horns. Although I do have some white liver. Oh, that's great. Oh, nothing wrong here. Nothing to see here at all. It's a great game, guys. No, really. It is, though. It's just minor graphical glitches that doesn't actually affect the gameplay in any way. I'm a great speaker, I promise. Where am I supposed to go? As far as I know, you can't get a Kelpie horn from one of the females. But I might as well try. Because nothing else is working. Oh, you can. Sweet. Mission accomplished then. And now I know for if I ever have to do this in the future. Now we just head back to base. Which is kind of in a strange spot in this map. But it makes sense. Now in all of the other maps, it's in right before Area 1. Instead of going into Area 2 and Area 9. It's just the way that this map is used that makes it do that. Because you can enter through the Moga Village like walkway gate thing, or you can enter through the base camp. And whoever is watching, please leave a comment to show that you're actually watching. Anything. I'll take anything, really. Because I suspect that you're not actually watching. That you actually just walked away from the computer and muted it. Just to give me some watch time or something. It's my guess. Save your progress, of course. Of course, I'm going to try to be funny still because this will be uploaded to YouTube later. Or maybe not funny, but entertaining at least. Okay, all of these are really boring. They're all really boring. I won't do the one that is even more boring than this, which is trying to catch some golden fish. But why not gather some rocks off the bottom of the ocean? And what could go wrong with that one? I do appreciate the water like reflecting off the top there. So when you're doing the golden fish quest, the golden fish will be in area 10. And it really sucks to try to catch them without golden fish bait, which you make with snake bee larva and something else. I can't remember. I probably have it in my inventory from those people, from the kids, from Junior's kids. But in this quest, we have to gather coral stones, which will be in the bottom of the ocean, on all of the sharks. Where's my spear? You have to hit them a couple times before you can actually get any results from spearing them. Because if you kill them with your sword, their dead body won't actually stay here and float and let you carve off of it. It'll simply disappear. He's limping. Interesting, I didn't know that the sharks could limp like that. Sharpened Fang. I'm hoping to get like shark scale or something. Okay, so we got Smack that door. But anyway, the point of this quest actually comes from these bones. You've got one red coral stone already. Broken shell. Swap with... oh jeez. There's so many useless items. Any oxygen supply, yeah. And inventory management becomes worse and worse as time goes on, because you start getting more and more items in your inventory that are essential to completing the quest quickly and effectively, such as potions and demon drugs and things like that. I don't have any more supply items. First aid meds, I don't need those. Got 2. I don't need my map. Got this place memorized anyway. And there's literally only 2 areas that you get to swim around to find what you're looking for. So yeah. Not losing much without the map. Shark looks mad. See, if you kill them with your sword, they disappear like Kelpie do. And you don't actually get to carve anything off of them. By the way, the reason the chief was telling me so much about swimming is because this game is the second game ever of a Monster Hunter game that allows swimming. Monster Hunter 3 is the one that introduced it. This is Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. So yeah, people are not used to swimming. I have 5, need 8. And swimming is great fun. It's not like it's boring or anything. Swimming in a straight line, way too slowly. Okay, where are the bones here? I don't see any. Fine, let's go back then. So this, I guess not really portal, but like area border, can put you out at 2 levels. It can either put you out at the bottom of the area you're going to, or the top you're going to. Depends on where you entered it from. This is at 7, right? Yep. So we need 1 more. Yeah. And what happens to me is I'm down to needing 1 more, and then that one never actually shows up. We're getting a lot of pearls though, which are worth a lot of money. So that's good. And done. Although gather quests are not like, oh, just press the return to village button. Nope. You have to run all the way back to base camp and put them in the red chest. Which, as you might imagine, is quite annoying. Especially for quests that are coming down the line. Like the Powder Stone quest, which is like a 5-star quest. You're in the volcano, and you have to carry basically an explosive rock which burns you. It lowers your health slowly. You carry this rock all the way back to base camp. And if you fall, or dodge anything, or get hit by anything, you fall down, you drop the rock, and it explodes, hurting you, and then you have to go back and get a new one, and run all the way back. And the place you find these stones is the farthest area from base camp. No joke, that quest is literally the worst. I'd rather fight a Devil Joe than do that quest. Of course, fighting a Devil Joe would be fun in theory. Objective completed. I like the music in this game a lot. Are you Aquaman? Yay, you actually are watching. Thank you. If only. My dude is not nearly as buff as Aquaman, though. And he does not have a cool beard either. Although you can get armor that almost kind of looks like Aquaman's new armor from Justice League, which is like blue and has scales on it. But it also has orange spikes, which do not fit very well at all. Okay, I'm definitely storing my stuff. There's so many S's in my speech today. Sorry. Should have kept the paintballs, actually. Remove items. First, let's sort them. Where did it put the paintballs? We got enough paintballs from the top. And then I probably won't be able to buy potions until I complete the first star quest. Yeah. So what do we have left? We have guts and golden fish. Sure, let's do guts. This is the more interesting one, and you will find out why in just a second. Guts. It's what's for dinner. Live for my job, so figured I'd pop in and give you a bit more advice. Lucky you. Once a quest is started, your immediate to-do list should have included 2 items. Check the quest time limit, take items from supply box. Great. Super duper helpful. So basically you get guts from killing Epioth. And Epioth are the peaceful water dwelling creatures that I'm going to innocently murder. I mean, not innocently, I'm going to murder them in cold blood because they are innocent. There we go. I'm going to blame my terrible grammar today on the fact that it is Saturday. That's what we're going with. Everyone drop a like and subscribe. Thanks, Timothy Gaming, but... Oh wait, no, there is some other person watching. According to my laptop, there are now 3 people watching. The YouTube channel is growing. Went from a consistent 0 to a 3. Getting up in the world now. Enough jokes aside though, let's see if we can get some monster guts. We need 3, I think. These are Epioth, by the way. Innocent creatures, murdering in cold blood. And got 0 guts. As you may have noticed, usually there's 3 in this area, and there's only 1. It's because the devs want you to go to Area 11. For no reason in particular. Totally. It's not like I have this entire storyline spoiled for me by myself about like 4 times. I played Monster Hunter Tri a lot. It's peaceful Epioth. And yep, that is a Logicrus. Yep. In here. Oh no! Good hunter, this is terrible. The creature you see before you is the Logicrus, the sea monster that has been tormenting our poor village. What terrible timing. Relax. I must relax. Breathe. Okay. Phew. Now, get out of there as quickly as you can. If you insist on acquiring the quest items, please pick an area where there is no Logicrus. Peh. I'm not scared of no Xenocraft. Actually, I am, because his armor is crap. But I will not give up. I'm not scared of this creature at all, really. I'm just scared that when he hits me with such crappy armor, I'm going down in like 2 shots. But I know his attack pattern very well, because I've fought him way too many times, getting his armor and weapons. Problem is, he's just going to slow this down. And he's not moving from here. Oh crap, that's his, like, second most powerful attack. If you're not counting what he's doing right now. So, do you guys want me to hang around here and try to survive against this giant sea monster that is a lightning crocodile? Or should I leave? Swimming dragon, exactly. I'm just trying to show him off right now because we don't actually get to see a Xenocraft for a long time after this. So I'm just trying to show the epicness that is this creature. And I believe that he is impossible to kill right now. Like, I've seen people try. I've tried in the past. And you can hit him as much as you want. I believe you can cut off his tail. Of course, you need green sharpness to not bounce off of this guy. I'm running like yellow crab sharpness, so we won't be able to do much to him. One thing that I hate about water fighting is there is no like invincibility sprint dive that you can do. Because when you're on land and you're being chased by a large monster, you can sprint and then dodge and you'll like do a belly flop. And this belly flop will make you invincible to damage pretty much. Kill the swimming dragon. Like I said, it is impossible. I'm sorry. I wish I had a better place to put my laptop so I don't have to keep looking at my bed to read it. But my desk is completely full of screen and keyboard and microphone and computer, so there's not really room for much. Even though my laptop is pretty small. It's only a 14-inch one. It's also the cheapest one I could find. And I tried playing this game on that laptop. We were running a consistent like 8 frames. So yeah. Hey, we got some monster guts. Moving up in the world. There's actually a strategy that I can do to get back to base camp a lot faster than having to, well, run there. And I think I'm going to do that just because it's more entertaining. It'll also result in me getting less money, but money's no issue. How is he using electricity and water without a heart failure? Well, how do electric eels use electricity without having their hearts fail? I don't know. I legitimately do not know. It could make your heart fail, but it won't make its heart fail. I seriously don't know the answer to that question. Just making sure that I can see all the comments that come in, because I don't know if it'll automatically scroll. Oh, it can. It's called hacks. Oh, I have notifications blocking some of the comments. There we go. Now I can see all of them. Oh, it's come here. Sweet. Well, we have all the monster guts, I think. Yeah, we have 3. So, let us teleport back to base camp. In the like promotional videos and stuff, they make the Xenocraft look absolutely massive. But really, he's not that big. Yeah, let's hug. So as you can see, even with literally the worst armor in the game, he's not doing that much damage to me. Like, he can probably 3-shot me or 4-shot me, but he's not 1-shotting me. Returning to camp. Boom. There's how you get back without having to run. Just get murdered. And then saved by your cat slaves, because this is a Japanese game. I don't know, I got nothing else. Quest complete. Oh, you killed yourself. Yep. I don't know why there's a slight delay, but there's probably a 5 to 10 second delay going on right now, and I'm not sure why. Because I don't have any delay turned on in OBS or in Google. So, I don't know. By the way, I apologize for having to leave it and mute it and accidentally stop streaming for a while. It's because I have stuff to do in real life. Those guys are not wearing appropriate clothing. This is not okay for school code right there. Actually, no one is in this. Like, you can see a lot of button is without wanting to at all, but that's just how it is, I guess. We live on the sea and for the sea. Saltwater courses in our veins. We are the three, the proud, the hunting fleet. Our mission is fishing. Bringing the sea's bounty to the village. I'm talking, pin tuna so fresh, it's still twitching. But come on, sea monsters are our greatest foes. It's our job to drive off creatures that might harm the village. Wait a minute, you're that hunter that showed up recently, aren't you? You look pretty tough for a landlubber. If only the three of us in the hunting fleet could return to our former glory, we'd show you hunters who's best. Alas, 2 of our 3 boats were splintered, stem and stern, when the Lachicris attacked. For now, only my boat is in any shape to leave port. So we're not gonna let it stop us fishing, though. You listen here. If all 3 of our boats were seaworthy, we'd be 3 times as tough as you, right? Right. Let me cipher this out. 3 of us, 1 of you, -2, carry the 9, yes. My ciphering is flawless. Anyway, if you want to make a fishing request, go up to the fishmongeress. She's more fearsome than the Lachicris when she gets angry, so you better stow your toe. What? Oh, tough. Oh, man. Stow your tough attitude, Hunter. There we go. 11th grade reading right there, friends. So you finally saw the son of a gun, the Ezra Lightning, the Lord of the Seas, the stinky sea devil. Okay, I made the last one up. But you saw it, right? The Lachicris. So, what's the word, Hunter? Think you can take it? Bah ha ha. You don't have to answer. I didn't expect you to run off and say the beast right now. To be honest, I'm just happy you made it out back in one piece, kid. I forgot to size you up for a casket before you left. Heh. Just ribbing you. It's been a good day. Both you and the men of the hunting fleet are home safe and sound. We lost 2 of our 3 boats, but so what? Boats can be replaced, but not lives. Hear that, sailors? Be careful. What time is it? Okay. Whoa, is it true you're attacked by the Lachicris? Show me teeth marks. I can't believe you made it back. You're tough. Monster tough. I'm sure luck played a part too. Might still be out there, so keep your eyes peeled. That said, I never imagined you'd tear through quests like this. Pretty good judge, if I say so myself. Anyway, let's get down to business. While you were out questing the guild, and I had a small chat. Guess what? They offer you a brand new monster slaying quest. To kill a Ludroth. Ludroth are carnivores that are prone to violence. Don't worry, this is Mogawood's monster, so you... What do the riders know? You'll be fine. Probably. Just, you know, be careful, especially against enemies with sharp teeth. Time is everything. We need to slay 6 of our Ludroth friends. Ludroths are really not that hard at all right now. I have to take the major test money. What do you mean by the major test? Like, I had to take the SAT last week, and it was interesting, how about I say? The math part was super easy. I mean, no, the math part was super hard. The English part was super easy for me, which explains why I'm so great at reading out loud and talking and not stumbling over my words, right? Yeah, totally. I'm being very sarcastic if you can't tell. But seriously though, the English part was super easy for me and the math part sucked on the SAT. But TCAP. I don't know what TCAP stands for. Those are Ludroth, by the way. They live in the water and on the land. Basically, giant salamanders of death. They're super easy. Like, everything that we fight for until we reach, like, probably Gooble is super easy. Gooble is where it starts to get hard. Well, I guess a Baroth is pretty hard as well. How about I'll just say, once you kill a Great Jaggy, the game gets a heck of a lot harder. But the goal is that you make better weapons and armor to give yourself an advantage against such powerful monsters. As you can see, these monsters are not powerful at all. And they're giving me immature sponges because these things are not done growing. They can become a royal Ludroth, just like a Jaggy can become a Great Jaggy. Probably more in the water. Yeah, I see one at least. Oh yeah, I remember my strategy for killing them now. They swim in through the direction we're facing, through that gap in the rocks. And it's possible to actually kill them before they like come officially into the area to fight you. So you can kill them before they have a chance for their AI to even start working. It's totally fair. Although that might not be for this quest, that might just be when you're regularly hanging out in Mogar Woods, not on a quest. But they come from that direction. So I can't go any farther. I just sit here and then just do this towards them and they get taken out. Because cheats. Whatever, the game wasn't fair in the first place. You're using a sword against a salamander. It's not going to work out for the salamander. Can't remember what a giant katana is called. Is it an adachi? No, it's not. Can't remember. Watched a video on it. It's adachi. There's a lot of cheese going on with Japanese swords, so I can't remember. I'm more into European swords anyway, so I don't know much about these. Wow, I'm just getting wrecked right now. So as you can see, they are a lot more effective underwater. And that one just killed the other one. Good job. Objective complete. Now where'd he go? Oh my gosh. Fighting like this. Super fun. Okay. Mission accomplished. Tennessee Comprehension Assessment Program. Okay. And this is not actually a katana because this is way, way longer than any real katana would actually be. But there is a longer version of a katana that has a slightly different name. So I'm not sure. And also, there's something very inaccurate about pretty much every video game ever. Swords were never worn on your back. They were always worn at the hip. Even if they were as long as this, it would still be on your hip. It would just be pointed out behind you like a tail basically, just straight out for a long ways, which made navigating like hallways and stuff very difficult, which is why giant katana-like swords like this one were only used on the battlefield, really. So I know a little bit, I just don't know names. I live in Idaho, by the way. So here there's not... I live in a small town of... Well, not really small town, but I live in a small city, I guess, of 50,000. So there's not like any... There's not very many clubs. Like, there's a club called Hema, but there's not one here. The closest one to me is in Salt Lake City, Utah. And Hema is basically historical European martial arts, which I really wanted to get into, but can't. Anyways, let's talk to the village chief. Welcome back, kid. Bet you've been wondering where all the skyline's gone. Behold the Argosy, our link to the outside world. The Argosy's trade ship is a trade ship. You see, the commodities we find in Moga Woods fetch a pretty zenny abroad. As for the Argosy captain, he's a wealthy merchant from the Far East. I've known him for longer than I care to admit. Been reckless youths together. Once upon a time, he saved my life many times, and he mine. Or the other way around, I'm not sure. I'm sure he'd be willing to barter with you. You can have any commodities. The captain is your man. Hunter looking for the captain? Oh, here I am. Why I'm known for stuff. I'm glad to ask. Mocha Village has famous commodities. You come here for commodities. No, I don't want an explanation at all. It's pretty simple. You just go to trade. You put things in. Your bar increases. You want one of his things. His bar increases. You have to make sure that your bar is either higher or the same as his. Otherwise, you cannot trade. And he's not here all the time. He only shows up here for a while, and then he leaves again. Nico means cat. He's my finest crewman. In trade for Port Tanzia, so I made Nico the Tanto. He's in charge. I'm gonna visit Tanzia, go talk to him. We already talked to him. The sea beckons. Great. Now this is our chef, I think. Yes. Erp. Oh la la. I'm so sick. The stomach. Pardonnez meow while I purge today's lunch. Blurg. What? All these claws. This genius. It was not cut out from. No, cut out for the ocean. My dream was to dream up the world's best recipes, not to regurgitate them. Hack. Chewy. Meow. On. What? No more sea voyages. A chef of my caliber belongs in a kitchen that holds still. Fortunately, your chief was kind enough to allow me to stay here. In return, I have agreed to provide my services, and yeah, I perform the ultimate in culinary magic. Partake of my dishes, and you will gain health attack and more. The puns, though. Before I cook, you must select two things: the ingredients and the preparation method. If your choices are not up to scratch, then the final result is certain to lack a certain. I'm not even what. Genes, I don't know. Yeah. Nonetheless, I employ a strict lick the plate policy. You force me to make it, I force you to eat it. Oh, and beware the effects of my delicacies. Oh jeez, I can read. Last for only one hunt. Once you return, they're gone. Allures, I shall get the canteen ready to serve the people of Moga Village. Please be patient. Meow. Oh jeez. Accents are great. Hunter, did you talk to the feline there? He's my cook. He makes food. Worry not. You visit the feline canteen restaurant. Yeah. The breeze beckons. He gave me a voucher. Sweet. Oh my gosh, I've talked to more people. My word, can you believe this nonsense? It's not the one thing, something else. So they're talking about the laggy killing her boats going on here. We will fish again. Are you curious? No, I know exactly how it works. Oh, learn as you go then. Well, I admire your spirit. Take at least this tackle to help on the voyage. Power paddle, place and pouch. Basically, we can dispatch them to different places, and then they find fish. Man, so much dialogue. Don't worry, there's a lot less dialogue in the future, or as the cat would say, is the future. There we go. And of course, our own Chamberlain wants to talk. Seems like the Argosy's finally dropped anchor in Moga Village again. Its holds are probably bulging with fancy furnishings. You should buy some. Great. By the way, don't try to download any DLCs from cemu because you can't. European sports. We have no clubs. We only have a park and only one elevator. Yeah, like In Pocatello, there's a fencing club, but fencing and Hema are very, very different. Business has gotten much better with the Argosy calling on the village again. From now on, whenever she's in port, everything is half off. And we're selling more things. We have cool drinks and hot drinks and whatnot. Still no potions. Great. You see, the Argosy's here. It's freaking enormous. The Argosy is a trade ship. I know. You've earned stripes with your Ludroth quest, and now we're clearing to hunt a brand spanking new location. It's called the Sandy Plains, which is why they're offering me cold drinks right now. Press the L button, it's magical, yeah. Buttons and whatnot. Okay. Pain in the Plains. Hunt a great jaggy. Yes, please. Actually, I should buy better armor now. The first large monster. Charms. Charms are great. Great. You can just buy stuff from her. You don't need to provide her with anything. You can just buy. And we're going to give ourselves a Hunter's Helm. And Hunter's Mail. And Hunter's Fan Braces. And Hunter's Folds. Folds? I don't know. And Hunter's Greaves. So, I may or may not have explained this in the past, but there's the melee or melee, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, version of the armor, and then there's the ranged version of the armor, which has better, like, elemental protection, but half the physical protection. So this hunter's armor that I now have gives me a bonus in multiple different things. It gives me the psychic effect, and also gives me a map, so I don't need to take a map with me. And this is the desert, which is where we can find ice crystals to upgrade my katana. And we know the Jaggy is in Area 5. Also, because we haven't seen his cutscene, so of course he's going to be there. Why did I take the map? I already have a map. It's like engraved into my soul what to do now. Message retracted. I would fence. I want to, kind of, but at the same time, I'm sure it costs money to join the fencing school here in Pocatello, Idaho, where I live. That, and I don't have much time. Like, I have a job,